Alright, mhuri yeZimbabwe tichiti mangwanani akanaka kusangana kwatiri kuita zvakare ipo pano paZimu News Update apo patinoda kupa mafirst hand update anonga ari kuitika munyika yedu yeZimbabwe. So nhau dzatakakubatira muzuva ranhasi tiri kuona veruzhinji vari kutaura iwo kuti Chiwenga dai vanga vatimisira constitutional amendment bill number 3 iri roda kusainwa naPresident Emmerson Mnangagwa sezvo tiri kuona kuti pazisara mazuva mashomanana kuti 90 days dziya dzakataurwa dzinge dzichikwana. So tiri kuona muzuva ranezuro takaonavo vaNelson Chamisa vakanyora padande mutande ravo reTwitter vachitaura iwo kuti no zvinhu zvese dakadzirisa changosara chete kuti chinhu chingonyunduke. But veruzhinji tiri kuona kuti takaenda even kana kunyika dzakasiyana siyana muno munyika yeZimbabwe vaChamisa havasisina chaunga sechavainga vainacho kubva muna 2018 kusvika muna 2023. tiri kuona kuti veruzhinji vaisa muono wavo pana Vice President Constantino Chiwenga kuti ndiye achatinunura mumadhaka matiri, uye veruzhinji vari kutaurawo vachiti Chiwenga ndimi makaunza munhu uyu uye ndimi mune simba rekuti munge muchibvisa munhu uyu. Sezvo tiri kuona kuti vanhu vari kuita corruption munyika yeZimbabwe vari kuzikana nemazita vari kuramba vachipushidzira vaMnangagwa kuti vange vachi saina bumbiro remutemo rakagazetwa navaJacob Mudenda rakanyorwa nava ziyambe vanova vari Minister of Justice mudare raparamende naAnton General Virginia Mabhiza. Tisikazozive kuti nhau dzacho dzichazofamba sei, but vaNelson Chamisa ruzhinji rwakungotaura kuti haiwa no vanongotaura chete havana action. So tira kuti tinzwe vari kupatsanura nhau dzacho pano sort of like ana Rutendo Matinyarare varimo munhau dzacho, munzwe kuti zviri kunyasa kumbofamba sei neconstitutional amendment bill number 3, uye Rutendo Matinyarare achibvunzwa kunzi constitutional amendment bill number 3 ichamiswa sei, achapindurawo semuono wake sezvo tinoziva kuti ndo matop shata vekubato reZanu PF. Sezvo tiri kuziva kuti mazuva ano vakuita vachipanduka zvavo, but ndo matop shata ekubato reZanu PF. Ngatinzwe the story.
And thank you very much for the emotions, but we now want to morph and come up with something tangible that can take us forward as people. Even if Mnangagwa goes today and Chiwenga goes as well today, are we organized as citizens? So we need to organize. Thank you very much.
Right. Thank you, Mdaraji. Thank you for that. Right. Okay. Rutendo, I know you're Uri, guest speaker. Do you want to say anything? Do you want to respond to any of those comments?
No. I'm good.
You're good. Okay. Can I go to Mdudu?
But they had to leave the party and let it die. That particular party, let it die.
Entity.
I think it's very clear. He said it's the people with the private jets and it's the black monopoly capital that is controlling Zimbabwe. He's clear. He's clear on who our Guptas are. I think it's very clear.
Thank you very much, my brother. I raise my case.
All right. You learn every day, best. All right. Thank you for that.
I want to ask
right.
former Rutendo. Kuti this guy Angashita Gupta and what have you, I know what he was saying. Kuti, in India I call them the cabals and so forth. They are like this. They've really destroyed the country. But what I want to know is who's gonna rescue us on the Cape 3. That's all I wanted to know.
Like we have been talking, we are doing that. We are undertaking the fighting as we speak. And we say, I spoke about certain victories that we've been. I spoke about certain victories that we've been achieving that seem to be showing signs that this thing is being reversed. But of course, there are people like Masi who don't believe that we are achieving those victories. So I don't know what then people want, because I think that the fight that we've been giving is a good enough fight. It has motivated people in the system, people outside the system, people within ZANU-PF, people within government, people within high-ranking government departments and places to write reports that are negative, to expose the lack of support, to denounce the CAB, to refuse to enforce certain illegal rules. You had the Attorney General threatening government officials with being fired if they do not advance CAB 3. That shows that there's resistance in the system. I believe that we've already been able to create collectively a mass of resistance and rejection of CAB 3. And that is why we saw a Ramaphosa coming here. I do not agree that he came here because he's protecting his interests. I believe that he came here because there's a crisis. So
True.
those victories, we need to take them.
True.
But it seems like we don't even have consensus here as people trying to oppose the CAB, because when we work to resist it, then there are those who discourage us and say, we have done nothing, we are not organized, we are not standing up to resist, we're not creating our own mass, we're not doing what ZANU-PF did. So I don't know what people want.
Very
But
true, Mkoma Tendo,
some
because
victories
I'm in a situation where I'm so confused, because some they come in and say, "Uyo akatomboita zvakati vari kutaura past." Isusu we are only working on to remove the CAB 3. That's
and
what
the
we are.
on a CAB 3. How?
Yeah.
So that's what I don't understand. Because
I don't know why you keep referencing me in the people that
because
you spoke
you
to.
came here and
Okay,
spoke for
number
a long
one,
time,
let's
seemingly
correct that
denouncing.
narrative. Let's
No,
correct that
Masi,
narrative.
you came and
I said it, what son of, I said if you
wabunza mvunzo. Why are we referencing you? We are referencing you because you are demeaning why people are coming to meet here to talk by analysis paralysis.
No,
And we are
I
saying what
said what
people are
son of
doing
God.
now.
No,
We are saying what people are doing now has been achieving results.
and I didn't speak of no
That
results
CAB
being
3
done.
is being put on a back burner a year now. And we are saying you guys can't keep analyzing and paralyzing the analysis by demeaning what people are doing on the pretext that we are doing something that is not working.
Now
When yet
this
the
is
results
where this is where you change narrative as per when it suits you. I came
if I'm wrong, then tell us
yes,
what you are
I
saying.
came here and I said
I heard you criticizing
no.
only. I didn't hear you talking about the successes, talking about how what people are currently doing is working, how Ramaphosa coming is a victory, not what you were saying that Ramaphosa doesn't matter, he's just a criminal as well. And then you say general.
He is though.
But are you saying that what he came for didn't work?
I did not
Are you
speak
saying
to
that him criticizing CAB and telling them to stop what they're doing
I did not
didn't
speak
work?
to that. Any
He
of the
did.
things you said I didn't speak to.
He did speak to that, but you didn't
Yeah,
speak to
so I
acknowledge.
said I support
Okay.
what that guy said in actually talking about a choice we are making. I also spoke about now in the choices that we make, we have an opportunity to choose which way we go, depending on the outcome that we seek. As citizens, we have this other option of if we ourselves participate in this, what is the leverage you're putting this to? What are you putting that leverage to?
But JD is saying you're going too far. We are not yet there. She's saying we're still trying to dismantle CAB.
Let me
Let's
speak.
stick to that.
Yes.
That's what JD is saying.
Can I respond to that? Let me respond to that.
I was speaking.
Let me respond to that.
I am responding.
Can I respond 1 minute? Wait, Masi. Wait a minute,
I'm not
Masi.
waiting. You wait.
Masi, can you wait for a minute? Masi, can you respond?
No.
Can I respond?
This
Masi,
is the problem. No, me.
Masi,
no.
Masi, I'm allowed on the platform.
Listen, you didn't allow me.
No, because you.
So I'm responding to Rutendo.
Can I respond?
No. That's why you are asking, and I said no. So I'm saying to Rutendo, You were the first person who, when you were speaking about how do we tackle this, and I was very explicit to say we shouldn't be going to ask for a referendum. We should fight for this thing to say in totality, even from initiation, it is wrong. You are here now speaking the same thing. How am I counterproductive to what you're saying when you are now speaking the exact same
No,
thing
we speak about
that I
what you
said
spoke
in the
about
beginning?
tonight, not what you spoke about back then. Talk about
Yes.
what you spoke
So
about
how
tonight.
can I be saying that you are not doing the work when I'm saying now you are speaking the thing that should have been spoken? So we have moved the arrow to now going to the real issue of the bill in itself, in its initiation, in how it presents itself and what it eliminates is incorrect. So now we are on the agenda to denouncing this whole thing from where it comes from. We had a discussion with you when we were speaking about look at what ZANU-PF is doing. There was a singling of clauses within the bill, and we were saying we
I
shouldn't
got you.
get
I got you. Okay.
to that. So
I got
where
you.
have I been counterproductive to that? When now the narrative is changing towards the correct narrative of arguing this thing. So don't change the narrative
I
as and
got
when
you,
it
Marcy.
suits.
I got you. Unfortunately, that's not what you spoke about today. But I get what you're saying, that if we take where you started, days before and on other platforms, you were basically saying, let's denounce this thing outright as ultra virus. I agree with you. I'm with you. I wish you had made that argument here now this evening, because I got a bit confused by your message this evening. And I think JD also got confused. Hence, he came to say, but what are we saying then? Because we seem to be mixing issues. We want to break this thing now, Cap 3, but we seem to be bringing in General. We seem to be bringing in how he's part of the problem, but yet we are fighting Cap 3. And if we've got General fighting Cap 3 and we've got other people fighting Cap 3, even if we don't like them, even if we don't trust them, let's hold hands to break Cap 3, and then we will look at other issues after the fact.
No, it's because the question was presented. That's why I answered to that question. It's because it was the question that was on the platform when I came. So I answered to that question because the brother who had spoken spoke about that. And Chennai spoke also about that. So it was just the topical thing that was there. The question is there. Someone even asked, who has chosen the general to be this? So I answered to that question. But the problem is, if I say something today and other people come to that realization 3 months later, right? Why were we not listening then? It's because at the time when we were speaking, someone also spoke and said, let's not worry about that. Let's deal with this now. And we do all that work and only to correct ourselves months later. Yet we also complain, time is money.
Marcy, I think you're not hearing what Rutendo is saying. The Cap 3, that's what we are fighting for. We're not fighting to say Chiwenga has to be in the role. No, he's supporting Cap 3 to be out. And Rutendo is supporting Cap 3 is supposed to be out. And every citizen is supporting Kuti. Cap 3 should be out. Then later on, after Cap 3 is out. No, wait a minute. I'm just, you always interrupt
normally
when
when
someone is
these
talking.
bills
Why do you do that?
are taken out, they
Excuse
take
me,
out
why
the
do you do that
president
when
as
someone is
well.
talking and you want to
So
interrupt? Why?
I'm saying to you, normally when these bills fail, what Rutendo is not telling you, they don't normally just fail the bill and we go back. They fail and remove a president. So the day you are able to remove the bill is the day you will be plunged into the question of who takes over. There's no country that has managed to stop a bill without swapping leadership. So those questions go hand in hand. You can't stop it.
Can I respond to that, Mercy? I understand the thing will plunge. We're dealing with Cap 3. That's why I've brought to you every time, guys, that you guys, let's get prepared. Have some document as citizens. Us as citizens, we are in control now. You know what I'm saying? We have to correct this mistake as citizens. Let's have things in place so that we're in control. So that we're in control of this thing. That's why I've brought it several times. It seems like people don't get it and all that stuff. Let's have things in as citizens. We're now in front. We know the mistakes which have been done. Let's get ready and have our things ready for that. These are our needs for a citizen. You know what I'm saying? Let's be positive, all of us. It doesn't matter who's, but we're trying to stop this Cap 3. And I've brought this thing several times, guys. Citizens, let's have things ready, not go muka mangwana, don't go to 2 feet. No, let's have things ready for us as citizens. We know those mistakes have been done several times, and there's always a first time. You'll be surprised Zimbabwe will be the first time to fix this thing. Let's be prepared as citizens. And we cannot come here and destroy each other. We are united as citizens. Guys, let's have things, let's unite, let's have our things in place and everything in place when this thing grows up and everything. That's all I'm asking. This arguing, criticizing, we agree that we're citizens, and a leader can be raised in it doesn't have to be somebody else. A leader can be raised in the power right here. Let's be united, guys. Let's not damage each other. And we're trying to we are stopping Cap 3, and we will stop Cap 3. All I'm asking, guys, let's have things in place and ready as citizens. You know, game Rawa, they've been playing for years. Now we know how to deal with it. Thank you.
With me, I've got a question to you. Do you even know what resisting is? Or you just jumped on the end and you're catching up? And you're playing politics with something that cannot be. You see, that's where the problem is here. You're doing what desperate human beings do. It's human nature. You project that the road ahead is not long. We're about to get it. We're about to do it. Everything is falling in place. Yet there is nothing that was planted. We're going to get a good harvest. You know, in the planting season, no one was there. On the ground breaking of the ground, no one was there. On the removing of the weeds from the ground, clearing the ground, no one was there. But we're going to get a good harvest. That works for desperate people. But unfortunately, it becomes counter to whatever you want to do. Because the opponent you are playing around with is an oppressor, and it does not move with propaganda. It does not eat its own propaganda. It relies on information, true information, for it to turn around and count. When it turned around and first put in so and so for ED, so and so for ED, he understood the information he got was that his party could not sustain him. So he needed to create entities outside to sustain him, bring them in as affiliates, and then push in. He done this, the seeds. He done the groundbreaking. And what you see is his work and his team. That's what you see. You can lie to yourself and tell yourself that